So with my Stories Behind the Signs segment, I've talked a lot about heartwarming things, funny things with families, and things that happen through the transaction. But I haven't really touched on what actually happens behind the scenes or behind the signs with being a mom and working. And I was reflecting as I'm coming up on my 5th year in real estate here in a couple weeks. I was reflecting on some of the things that I've incorporated my kids in, and being a working mother, sometimes things do get a little bit hectic. And as I was thinking back, I recall the boys running around with me to showings. When I first started, Gavin came about unexpectedly. He's 4 now. And I remember being in a really busy office, trying to really get started, and things just kind of went out of the gate for me and flooded, and business just started coming in the more time I put into it. He was a newborn on the floor in the office. I would hand him off to one of my office mates. She would hold him, feed him, anything that she could to help me out while I could continue to make calls and serve my clients. My current office partner, Kendra, she was a lot of times my savior and would sit there and rock him to sleep or do whatever she could so that I could be comfortable as well. But my most fondest memories of having Gavin with me was when he was about 3 months old, or maybe a little younger than that, being at a home inspection and trying to nurse him and change him and keep him happy when it's literally 80-something degrees outside. My other boys quickly picked it up. On a trip one time to New York, we were walking down the street and he happened to look over at a home and saw a lockbox on the door, and he says, "Mom, that door has a lockbox on it. Do you think it's for sale?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, they pick up everything. Our oldest, Carson, we were driving out to a real property and he saw a pond on a property, and he says to me, "Mom, that property has a pond on it. That means it collects water." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you think they have to have flood insurance?" I'm like, oh my gosh, you listen to everything that I say. And it's really just been a pleasure to incorporate them. I think one of the things that they enjoy most is when I've done door hangers and they get to go out to different neighborhoods and put them on the doors. And in the past, I've given them like 25 cents per door hanger so they can go buy candy or whichever. Currently, actually yesterday, we were out at a rural property and they wanted to run through the fields and see the cows and look for bugs and do all the things that boys do. And it's just really fun to see them in my element enjoying themselves.